Oh yeah, it's snowing again, and I hate everything. It really ticks me off. I was in Texas, it was 80 every day. Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. Back from South by Southwest, ready to do a review, get back to what makes this channel good, get back to what the point of this channel is, reviewing stuff, and also this. Cal, hey, the Strokes, the Strikes, the Strokes, the Straps, the Strokes, the Stroops, the Strokes, the Stamps. I hate Gouge Chest. Time to review this new Strokes LP, Angles. This is the band's 4th album, and it's been 10 years since they originally dropped that debut LP that rocked my world when it came out. Is this it? So, in a way, I kind of came of age and matured, using that word loosely, to this band's music. I was really excited when I heard that album. I was excited through Room on Fire too, but I kind of fell off the wagon with First Impressions of Earth. And the band kind of fell off the wagon when that LP came out too, with a sort of self-imposed hiatus that everybody thought would never end, especially since a lot of solo stuff was coming out around this time too. For those of you who may have been bothered by the change in sound that the Strokes were going for on First Impressions, maybe this LP won't sit well with you either, because this does walk further down the road of change. But it's not like this thing is one unified, different direction for the Strokes. There are a lot of different sounds on here that are kind of new to the band. It's kind of like a two-faced record, or a three-faced record. There are moments on here like Under Cover of Darkness that feel like classic tracks from the band, but with a little added oomph or just effort, like just ambitious, more experimental guitar leads, background vocals, maybe just a touch of synthesizer. But there are some moments here that sound like they could have been B-sides from Julian Casablancas' solo album from a couple years ago. And I say that because the same synthesizers and drum machines that turned up on that LP kind of show up here too, in places. You're So Right is an example, the second track the band released from the album. It's not a bad song. It didn't really hit me as a terrible tune at first like it did with a lot of people. I didn't have a strong reaction to it. I thought it was cool the band was going for a different sound, but the thing is, the more I chewed it over, the more the track kind of lost flavor for me. And I saw that though the sound is kind of interesting, it doesn't really have all that much finesse to it or subtlety. The band fiddles with other sounds too, like on Two Kinds of Happiness, where they screw with the gate on the drums, they do a lot of downstroke guitars. It kind of sounds like a new wave hit Huey Lewis and the News could have written. But it's not like every experiment that these guys do on this LP is a bad one. I do like the bossa nova guitars on Call Me Back. Even though that song never really explodes or swells, there are some pretty eerie moments in there that I like a lot. And I love the classic rock guitars on Gratisfaction. That track to me sounds like something Thin Lizzy or Big Star could have done. Roll, roll. And where the upstroked guitars and the bongos on Machu Picchu came from is anybody's guess. Still a good song though. Now, even though Julian's voice and the ultra melodic guitar playing make this feel like a Strokes album, it is kind of a jarring listening experience to visit through this thing from beginning to end, because the band indulges in so many different styles and sounds that they did not pioneer. It's just kind of a little indulgent of them to go back to the 80s, take a sound from there, go back to the 70s, take a sound from there. Even as I listen to this thing over and over and over and over, I don't feel like on some tracks here I'm really listening to a song, but more like an idea, or just a sound, or a style. But still, despite all my complaints, Angles has thrown a good deal of awesome tunes into my lap. Machu Picchu, Gratisfaction, Metabolism, Under Cover of Darkness, Taken for a Fool. Overall, it's a very likable album. It's kind of scatterbrained, but still, I would take this thing over that any day. So I'm feeling a strong 6 to a light 7 on this. I'm not amazed by it, but enjoyed it. Okay? Tell me what you think about this LP in the comments. All the Strokes fans who wanted me to review it, are you loving it? Are you hating it? Why? And what do you think the Strokes are going to do on their next LP? Because there's already talk of them working on more material. Anthony Fantano, the Strokes, Angles. What should I review next? Forever.